Hi, a very warm welcome to you once again. Today we'll go through the knowledge check 1 for data communications and networks. So the first question we have here is simplex communication involves data flow in only one direction. Is that true or false? I'll give you a moment to think about it. And the answer is true, right? Simplex communication involves data flow only in one direction. Second question, which of the following are examples of simplex communications? Choose all answers that are correct. So the options we have to choose from is keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, or walkie-talkie. And you can choose multiple answers, whichever are correct. So I'll let you think about it for a few seconds, and then we'll look at the answer. And the answer is keyboard, mouse, monitor, and printer. One of the questions I tend to get is regarding printers. Is it printers two-way communications? Well, the communications is initiated by the computer, where it checks the printer, the status of the printer, and so on and so forth, right? So basically, it's considered still as a simplex communication. Walkie-talkie, as we know, is half duplex. One person talks, the other person listens, and the other way around, the other person talks and the first person listens, and so on and so forth. So that's not simplex, that's half duplex. So these four are the answers for simplex communication. Let's go to question number 3 now. The transmission mode whereby one device is sending and the other one can only receive and vice versa. What would that be classified as? Is it half duplex? Is it simplex mode? Or is it full duplex? And the answer is half duplex is where one device is sending, the other one can only receive, and vice versa. The other person can send data and the first person can receive data. Now we can go to the fourth question. Which of the following statements are correct about MDI NICs? MDI NICs transmits signals over pair 2, which is pins 1 and 2. They receive signals over pair 3, which is pins 3 and 6. Or C, which is the MDI NIC receives signals over pair 2. And D, which is MDI NICs transmit signals over pair 3. So there could be multiple answers here. Okay, so let's think about it for a few seconds before we look at the answer. And the answer is as follows, A and B. So MDI NICs transmit signals over pair 2, which is pins 1 and 2, and MDI NICs receive signals over pair 3, which is pins 3 and 6. Okay, let's go on to question number 5. In which circumstances can a straight-through cable be used? And there could be multiple answers here as well. When connecting a computer to a switch, when connecting a switch to a router, when connecting two computers together, or when connecting a computer to a router. There's multiple answers here. I'll give you a few seconds to think about that, and then we'll look at the answer. All right, the answer is when connecting a computer to a switch, you can use a straight-through cable. And when connecting a switch to a router, you also can use a straight-through cable. Okay, let's look at question number 6. In which circumstances is a crossover cable required? Is it when connecting a switch to a computer, or when connecting a computer to a switch, or when connecting two computers together, or when connecting two switches together? Let's think about that for a few seconds, and then we will look at the answer. And the answer is when connecting two computers together, or when connecting two switches together. So when you connect like devices, that's when you need a crossover cable. Another situation where you need a crossover cable is if you have a computer connecting directly to a router, you will need a crossover cable because computers and routers are very like devices. Or a router to a router, of course, as well, right? Okay, let's look at question number 7. Which topologies makes the whole system fail if there is one cut in the wire? Once again, there are multiple answers to this question. Is it the star topology, the ring topology, the bus topology, or the mesh topology? Once again, there's multiple answers, so you have to think about correct answers. There could be more than one answer in here. And the answer is the ring and the bus. So if there's one cut in the wire, the ring topology stops to work, and so does the bus. Right. So in today's world, you'll see more and more either mesh topology and the star topology being used. Mesh topology is used over the wide area network, or mostly it's partial mesh. It's not going to be a full mesh, but it's using the wide area networks, while the star topology, the switches, are mostly used in the local area network. All right, that's question number 7. Now, question number 8, which are examples of half duplex transmissions? Choose all correct answers. So let's look at the answers in here. Is it walkie-talkies? Is it hubs, CB radio, telephone? And the answer here is walkie-talkies. One person speaks, the other person listens, and vice versa. Hubs is the same. One person transmits, everybody else on the hub listens into the conversation. Once that completes, then the other person or somebody else on the hub starts to talk and everybody else listens in. If you have multiple people talking on a hub, you get what is called a collision. And we'll talk about that in the future. But for now, we need to understand that only one person can talk and everybody receives. And then there's a CB radio, which is also half duplex transmission. Okay, we'll go to question number 8. We finished question number 8. We'll go to question number 9. Which of these are examples of full duplex transmissions? Choose all correct answers. So I'll let you think about that, and then we'll look at the answers. And the answer is switches, routers, and telephones, right? So these allow full duplex transmission. So basically, transmission is happening at the same time in both directions simultaneously, right? So nobody has to wait for anything. The communication takes place simultaneously in all directions, in both directions, basically, right? And last but not least, question number 10, which of the following technologies or network topologies, I should say, connects all devices to a central hub or a switch? Is it the star topology? Is it the bus topology, the ring, or the mesh? I'll let you think for a few seconds before we look at the answer. And the answer is the star topology. Well, thank you for listening in. I hope you enjoyed the questions in here and it was helpful. Please put some feedback in the comments in here. That would be highly appreciated. Have yourself a wonderful day and take care. Bye-bye.